name State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Murray now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Christian Wilkins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Check 26, check 26. Ace.
Murray now to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. And right away he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Yeah.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the
Oh, my.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by
Bitch, y'all niggas are stupid. What you got, a exotic lab? Hey, somebody put a share screen up. I want it that way.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel.
I hear that shit on the school bus every morning. The best I be playing up blue shit on the radio.
With the Tennessee Titans. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Running left, it's Henry. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He can't get him down. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the intercept. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. We got more. We got more.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
What's up, homie?
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
Y'all just got in there. God damn.
But he reaches the 16.
Let me see these guys.
A huge play there for Arizona.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Edmonds. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
Fuck!
And this is going to be
Y'all got me bullshitting.
Snags it from
Y'all got me bullshitting. Y'all arguing this shit.
And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
And we welcome you back.
Man, let me get up in there, man. I
inside
could throw some shots at
Charles
this shit,
Davis.
man.
I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Damn, I
With the
could
lead,
have
and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Moore now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 51. You must get tired of seeing me.
Throwing now is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Murray now on first down. He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hike the fucking ball.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let this go.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit.
Caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And you think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but it gets it to go. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
First down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And one more time, here's Kirk. 7 yards to pick up there. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 50, check 50.
On play action, now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now Connor on the toss left side. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss,
Damn, Canna? The fuck was that? LeBron step back? Uh, I forgot I'm in a party on my phone and on my headset. Hold on. Oh shit! Fuck.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Williams now on the return. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Murray. His throw incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. A huge play there for Arizona.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray has the 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 15.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
All
our game, not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Murray now. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray eluding the pressure right. And right away he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Just keeping the play alive. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Edmonds. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to improvise. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And now it's 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now the throw hauled in by Green. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing again, Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. And he's taken down inside the 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Wells. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First carry for James Conner. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Murray. Open man, Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Williams to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. First and goal at the 6-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down at 4.
Which one of y'all got the food falling out your mouth and shit?
They run with Edmonds. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
Murray now to throw. And he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
he keeps it himself. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Steps away to his left. And the reception made by Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Isaiah Simmons, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 16. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first.
Let it get quick. Damn, Russell Westbrook and A.B. Bradley got COVID. They signed Isaiah Thomas today.